Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to my channel. My name is Denise Kavalauskas, and today we are talking about how to heal the body. You know, it all started last year in my coaching business that I really felt the need to start talking about the connection between our emotional wounds to manifesting into an illness or dis-ease, chronic pain, or something in our bodies. And so this year in 2020, I started to talk about that. With my clients, I implemented health calls within the programs that I already have to share with my clients, like why their bodies are, why these things are popping up. So whether it's anxiety, depression, cancer, gut issues, autoimmune diseases, whatever it is, to give them the exact connection, put the pieces of the puzzle together to show them why this is showing up. Because when you have the why this is showing up, you can go boop right to that emotional wound and heal it. Okay, so that's what I want to do for you today. I want to connect the mind, body, and soul for you today. So if you don't know me or about me, I was in a 22-year relationship. He's the father of my two children, and I married him at a very young age. And during our time together, there was a lot of traumas and dramas and chaos. It was a very toxic relationship. And I took on a lot of health things. So anxiety and depression, chronic pain, stomach issues, and then sinuses. So like allergies and sinus would last for months. And what I want to share with you today is how I healed all of that with not one prescription. Not one diagnosis, not one prescription, not one doctor's appointment or visit. And being now 50 years old and having zero health issues, I'm not on any medication. And if something does show up, I know exactly what to do with why it's showing up. And that's what I want to share with you today. I want to help you connect the dots for you inside of your body so that you can do the same thing. You don't have to go to the doctors. You don't have to take a prescription pill, because what do the prescription pills do? Let's talk about that for a second. Well, I know through my own experience in the beginning of my journey of really like knowing this fully, I went to the doctor. I had anxiety really, really, really bad. This was 2014, really bad. So I went, and you know the process, right? Do all the doctor stuff, take your symptoms, write down a prescription, and give it to you. It's a non-habit prescription, so it will take 30 days for us to know if it's going to work for you or not. Well, at that point, I was just like, whatever, just give it to me. Take the prescription and go. I think I took it for 1 or 2 days. I don't remember. And I was having bad side effects. I was not eating, which for us women were like, ooh, ooh. And on the bathroom, in the bathroom. So, and it wasn't working. Like I still had a lot of anxiety. So that turned into, I need something else. I need something else. I'm calling the doctor's office. And I even literally remember saying to my friend, like, I feel like a crackhead, because I was like, I need something else. This isn't working. Okay, we'll give you something else on top of that. Okay, so did you call it in yet? Did you call it in yet? I'm calling my pharmacist. Did you call it in yet? Like literally, I felt like a crackhead. So long story short, I took the second pill for 1 or 2 days. I don't remember. And the side effects were getting worse and nothing was happening. And it literally came down to a really tough conversation that I had with myself in the mirror, and basically said, enough is enough. This is BS, Denise. What are you doing? And flushed those down the toilet and chose an alternative way of healing the anxiety and depression. So that was 2014. So now I chose this stress and anxiety pill from GNC. It's all natural. I used it for about 2 months, I think. I think I went through 2 packs because they're a 30-day pack. And it was gone. It was much better. Let's just say that. It was much, much better. Because when you're here and you get to here, even though you still have to go here, but when you're here, you're like, oh my God, I feel so much better. This is great. So from there, at that time, I was in my process of being coached and going through like personal growth. And this is after I left my toxic relationship. So that was healing. All right. So then 2015 came and I went deep into my personal growth healing. I went into all of the things that I had, well, a lot of the things I didn't even know were there. I went into all of the things that I had in the past that I never dealt with. And what that did was, by healing my emotional wounds, in turn, healed my physical, whatever was showing up. So the gut issues, the anxiety and depression, the chronic pain. I would get migraines really, really bad. And then the sinus stuff. So the more I kept diving into me and healing my emotional wounds, the less all of the health stuff was showing up. So I would get the allergy stuff, but now instead of it lasting for months, it was lasting for like weeks or a few weeks, right? Okay, so everything, this is what I really want you to get. Your body is constantly talking to you. So don't ignore when you get a headache or when you like have aches and pains or when you throw out your back. Don't ignore that. And don't do what my husband does, which is, oh, my back hurts. It's because of something that happened when I was 18 years old. No, your body is constantly talking to you. It's constantly sending you messages. And that's what I really, really, really want you to get. The other thing I really, really want you to get is that you can heal it without going to the doctor and being on medication. Because all that medication does is literally just, it's like a Band-Aid over the core reason, the wound, the actual wound of what's going on. So you're just covering it up. It's covering the symptom. So the symptom of what is happening is subsiding. You don't want to do that. You want to get to the core of why this is showing up so that it can be healed and never show up again. So I want to introduce to you Louise Hay. This is a book she has called Heal Your Body. And it's literally like a guide, okay? So let me show you the first part of it so you can get, there's 3 columns. There's the column of what the problem is, what the probable cause is. Can you see that? I have to look so I can see if you see. And then an affirmation. If you don't know what affirmations are, it's basically a positive sentence, a mantra for you to repeat over and over and over again to get it into your subconscious mind. Because when you do that, that turns into a belief, which in turn changes the old belief that you had before. Because a lot of people think like, oh, my mom had hip problems. I'm bound to have hip problems. Oh, cancer runs in my family. Everybody had breast cancer. I'm supposed to get breast cancer. That's not true. Okay, so let's go over some of these. I put down 4. I couldn't find autoimmune. Either I couldn't find it or it's not in here. The reason why I say autoimmune is because that is a common illness that I see in women who have been through abusive relationships. That's the connection here, right? autoimmune disease. Cancer is another one. I especially see breast cancer. So cancer, let's start with cancer. Cancer in general is anger and resentment. But the location of the cancer will also tell you what that person is suffering from. So Louise Hay herself had ovarian cancer that she cured by herself with no medications. It's an amazing story. If you don't know who she is, I highly recommend that you read. She's not here with us anymore physically, but her story is amazing. She cured ovarian cancer. I believe it was ovarian cancer. So if cancer is anger and resentment, and then you had it in the female organ, sexual organ part, that tells you. So she tells us that she suffered from sexual abuse. Makes sense, right? Sexual abuse. Okay, so cancer is anger and resentment. And then, like I said, depending on the area of it, is going to tell you even more about that person. And you can look it up in the different areas. So like liver cancer, let's look up liver cancer, because I know liver cancer is fatal. Liver is seat of anger and primitive emotions. For the liver. Liver problems is chronic complaining, justifying fault, finding to deceive yourself, feeling bad. And so then when you put the combo where the location of the cancer is, it tells you everything. If it's for yourself, this can be cured without, I mean, Western medicine doesn't cure. So I don't even want to say it can be cured without medications, because Western medicine does not cure. It covers it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all doctors and all hospitals and all of what we know and what we have is useless. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is that when it comes to these diseases, these illnesses, there's a better way. There's a natural way. There's another option for you to take versus that. Okay, so let's go to headaches. Because I had chronic headaches. I was just on the phone with my client today. She has headaches. Headaches, invalidating the self, self-criticism, fear. That's what headaches represent. So that's what I mean. Like, don't ignore, oh, I've had a headache for 3 days. I have a headache. Invalidating the self, self-criticism, fear. It also says see migraine. So let's look up migraines. I mean, everything's in here. Miscarriage, mono, motion sickness. I was in the M's looking for migraine. Migraine headaches, dislike of being driven, resisting the flow of life, sexual fears can usually be relieved by taking care of yourself. I won't say the word on YouTube, just in case, you know. Okay, so let's go now to stomach problems, because I had a lot of stomach issues. I know a lot of my clients have stomach issues. It's common because for women, we hold our stress in our stomachs. Men hold their stress in their backs. So let's look at stomach issues. Okay, dread, period. Fear of the new, period. Inability to assimilate the new. I'll repeat that for you. Dread, fear of the new, inability to assimilate the new. So this falls under gastritis, heartburn, peptic ulcers, stomach issues, stomach problems. And the last one that I wrote down for you was what I was talking about, hay fever. Hay fever, allergies. So So here's what it says about that. Emotional congestion. Fear of the calendar. A belief in guilt. So there you have it. Those are 4 of the common things that the body, your emotional wounds manifest into the body. These are the common ones that I see: headaches, cancer, stomach issues, hay fever. And those that I read to you were the probable cause. So the emotions that you're feeling, and it's manifesting into the body, because that's what your body's doing. There's the message, there's the communication, right? It's not just, oh, I have a headache. It's no, that means something. Even in there, it has root canal. Like, everything means something. Nail biting. Ooh, nail biting was really interesting. Everything means something. Don't ignore this for yourself, because the longer that you do that, the more stuff's going to show up for you. So I hope this was a help for you. I hope that this helped you to know how to heal your body. You simply heal your emotional wounds. That's what you do. There's nothing that you need to do for the physical part. There's no pills that you need to take. There's none of that. If you just heal what is showing up, right? And you can get this on Amazon. It comes with an affirmation for everything that I just gave to you. There's an affirmation. Remember, I told you there's 3 columns. So you go to the problem, you go to the probable cause, which is the emotions that are showing up, and then you can go to the affirmation. Affirmations are, Louise Hay says, saying it 400 times a day is not enough. That's what she says. So you want to say this like a lot. If any of this gave you any value, please smash that like button, comment, or subscribe to my channel, because when you do one of those 3 things or all of those 3 things, what you do is you help the channel grow, which I can reach more people like you and me who have been through these toxic relationships and need the healing to complete the past so you don't repeat the past. This is my goal for you. So you literally help when you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. All right, my loves, have an amazing day. It's November, turkey time, fall, leaves. Oh, I love November. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.